Hi, Assalamualaikum and hello to my fellow viewers. I'm AMMAR and in this video, I would like to enlighten you on the wonder of electrostatic. Before we go further, I would like to ask you a simple question. Have you ever heard about the terms called electrostatic precipitator before? I bet that you guys must be curious to know more about it. So feel free to follow this video till the end. Electrostatic precipitator is a kind of filtration device that is used to remove any kind of fine particles such as smoke and fine dust from flowing gas. And at the end of this video, you will see the importance of this invention.
Let's look at a brief history of electrostatic precipitator. David Hosinki, in his article called Electrostatic Precipitator, stated that electrostatic precipitator first started in 1824 when Michael Holdfield, a mathematics teacher from Leipzig, first described the precipitation of smoke particles using electricity. But the first commercial electrostatic precipitator was made in 1908 by a chemist named Frederick Gardner. At that stage, electrostatic precipitator was only used to protect vineyards from lead emissions from acid-making activities at their university. H.J. White, in his research called 50 Years of Electrostatic Precipitation, stated that starting in 1915 was then electrostatic precipitator was used to clean ventilating air inside factories.
Before we dive deeper into our discussion on how electrostatic precipitation works, let me reveal you the theory behind it. Electrostatic precipitator use the concept of electrostatic field on which two objects in a different vicinity are having a different electrical charges. In layman's terms, if one object is positively charged and the other one is negatively charged, it will attract each other. Now, let's try to relate the theory that we have learned with the working principle of electrostatic precipitator.
So now we will see how an electrostatic precipitator works. An electrostatic precipitator works on two electrodes. One of the electrodes is positively charged and the other electrodes is negatively charged. These electrodes are spaced very near between each other. When we apply a very high voltage on these electrodes, we can create a very high electrostatic field. Since the voltage is very high and the spacing between these electrodes is very near, the electrostatic field becomes so strong that it causes current leakage from the negative electrodes into the air. This current leakage is called corona discharge. However, don't be confused. This corona is very different from your everyday coronavirus. So what does corona discharge do? They causes the air around the electrodes to be ionized, meaning that the air now is negatively charged and have many free electrons. So why do we ionize the air? Why do we make the air to be negatively charged? This is because when dust particles pass through the ionized air, the free electrons will charge the dust particles negatively. When dust particles becomes negatively charged, these dust particles will attract to the positive electrodes. Thus, we can now collect all dust particles in the air onto the positive electrodes and have a clean air.
Now, we talk about the importance of electrostatic precipitator in terms of its applications. Electrostatic precipitators are one of the important processes in cleaning up the flue gases, and they are considered as to be very effective at reducing particle pollution. However, the application is not only limited to controlling air pollution, but it is also being used in the medical field to remove bacteria and also fungi. Imagine that the world without electrostatic precipitator, our life and health might be at stake. So we should be very grateful for its existence. So now we have come to the end of this video. I would like to say thank you to all viewers, and I hope that you can learn something from this video.